Today's video is called People in Power. Be a leader, not a boss. Right? This entire video I did came from one of my friends from boot camp. He had this quote, which I don't know where he got it from. This could be a big quote. I just never heard it where I'm from. Be a leader, not a boss. Because in boot camp, we had people that was over us, like other recruits, right? RPOC, A-Rock, and stuff like that. Because there was appointed to that position. So you had a power of leadership. You had that power. Basically, you could do certain things that other people couldn't do just simply because you were in that position. And they had a power trip, right? Not everybody, some people had a power trip. When they had that amount of power, they had a power trip. And so he would come up with this quote, be a leader, not a boss, right? And that just made me sit back and think that, bro, that was YouTube idea. Like, I was in boot camp. I had I couldn't give up on YouTube. I had to write down, like, ideas for YouTube and shit. So, when I seen that, I instantly said, let me write this down. So, let's get into the topic for fun. So, there's, like, this weird complex, right? In boot camp, we learned that no matter who it is, you can learn something from that person, no matter who it is, right? No matter if they're a bad leader, a good leader, a shitbag, you can learn something from everybody. That's what we learned in boot camp, right? Like, that's like fundamental shit. A lot of people should know that, right? And me, I didn't have good leaders. I didn't have a lot of good leaders in boot camp. Let's say, for instance, RPOC. RPOC was shit. He was shit. In front of the RDCs, he was a good RPOC. He was a good RPOC, right? I ain't even gonna cap. I thought he was amazing. Like, whenever we was marching, he was with it. Like, I don't know how he got that good. But I ain't even gonna cap like I ain't know how he got the good. I know how he got the good because he always put work. Like, he always worked on it, right? He always put time into it. So I'm not even gonna lie about that. But it's like, at the end of the day, behind the scenes, the longer he was RPOC, the more power he had, right? And that was the more of a asshole he would be, the more power he had, right? And they ain't really rock with me because it's like, me, I could be an easy follower, right? And I know, like, don't be a follower, be a leader. But when you're in the military, you realize you have to be a follower to be a leader. You know what I mean? I knew I could be good at being a follower. Like, if you tell me to do something, I can do it for you. Like, there ain't no problem. But at the same time, if you're gonna tell me to do something, like, if you're gonna tell me to shut up, right? You gotta hold yourself accountable. You gotta shut the fuck up too. You can't tell me to shut up and you go talking about something random. That's what I didn't like. Like, the leaders we had were hypocrites. But then I took that and I learned. I was like, hey, look, listen. If I ever get in a leadership role, that's something I would not do. I learned from that person that I would not be that way, right? And that's something valuable I learned. I was like, if I'm going to do something, do it right. And there was another leader. He was MA, Master Arms, right? He was one of the best leaders ever. Like, I love this guy because not only did he lead by example, he was never, like, really a rude guy. You know what I mean? Like, if he told us shut up, he would be shutting up. If he told us to get military bearing, he would already have military bearing for like 10 minutes before he would tell us to, hey, get military bearing, you know. He would already have it, right? If he told us to, hey, come help pass out laundry, right? He would already pass out laundry. Like, he led by example. Everything he told us to do, he was already doing it. Now, mind you, he was an older guy, right? He already, went through life, experienced it. He was with a bunch of fucking children. Like, people who hadn't even matured fully yet, right? We all just trying to, we trying to make something bad like boot camp. We trying to make that fun. You know what I mean? So it's like, he made that, it's like he made it to where we all followed him. And that's the type of leader, like, when I seen that, I was like, well, that's the type of leader I want to be. Right? That's the type of leader I want to be. Right? I want to lead by example. I want people to look at me and be like, hey, That's a good fucking leader right there. Like right now, at right now at where am I at? A school. I'm at A school right now, right? When I'm at A school, I'm in a leadership position now. I'm second in command right now in my class. Second in command in my class, right? So right now, they not finna BS with that? No. Like, I'm a goofy guy. Like, a lot of people know that. Like, if you met me in real life, I'm a goofy guy, bro. You can see my older videos that I deleted it or private it. You know, I'm a goofy guy. You know, I like to make jokes and have fun and stuff, right? But at the same time, I get my shit done. Like, there's nobody in that classroom that can say I don't get my stuff done, right? I pride myself. Yeah, I pride myself on having fun and getting stuff done. Oh, that's a bar. That's a bar. Nah, like literally, I was talking to my headmate the other day. I was like, bro, I'm trying to show people that not only can you joke around, but you can also get your stuff done. Like, you can also get your stuff done and still have fun. Like, people think, because this was a misguided concept in boot camp. People thought in boot camp, right, that, oh, you have to be serious at all times. You don't always got to be serious, bro. Like, I hate being serious all the time. It sucks, bro. I don't know how people do it. I hate that. And that's what they try to do at boot camp. They try to make me serious at all times. That's one thing boot camp would never do is change me, bro. You couldn't do that to me. You couldn't. So I still made jokes and stuff. You know, I was still me. People didn't like that. Like, there was people at boot camp that didn't like that. They didn't like how I was so free going. At the end of the day, I was like, why you like this? Why so serious? Why so, like, why? And it's not even like boot camp was hard, but that's a different discussion for a different time, right? But in general, if there's somebody in power, bro, there's someone that's above you, bro, take a step back, learn from them. Try to be the leader you think is a good leader, right? Like right now, this is like one of the first times I'm a leader for real. Like, you know, so now I'm going to actually try to sit back and I'm going to try to see, okay, this is what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to try out some things. And if it doesn't work, okay, hit the drawing board, right? There's no real sense in me giving up. Like, why give up? Just at your best, try your hardest. Because in life, you're going to need leaders, bro. We're going to, like, I don't know what you're going to decide to do in life. You might work at a retail store. You might work at Walmart. There's leaders at Walmart. There's leaders everywhere you go. You just got to try to become that leader. Like, you might be playing sports, track, football, something. You might be playing sports. You think there's no leader in sports? Try to work on that leadership skill. Try to build that up. Try to use it as a leveling system, bro. Like, I'm using video game terms. Level up, bro. Solo leveling. You know what I mean? Like, level the fuck up. Like, level that skill up as high as you possibly can. Because that's very important in life. Like, right now, like even if I don't do it here, when I get into the fleet and things like that, I'm going to still be working on that skill. I'm trying to build it up as much as possible because I care so much about that skill. Because I want to be a good leader. And to be a good leader, I'm a good follower. In my opinion, I don't do a lot of back talk. You know, because I think you're doing something very dumb. Like, if it's something stupid, I'm like, bro, chill out. What you're doing is dumb. Why are you doing this? Like, at boot camp, A-Rob, like, now, I love her. Like, shit, go. You know what I mean? Like, she fire. But during boot camp, she knows she was on. We made jokes about it, but she knows she was on some, you know what I mean? Like, she was on something during boot camp. And I let her know. Like, I voiced my opinion. So at the end of the day, I'm going to say this one more time. Be a leader and don't be a boss. Shout out my man Hernandez for this idea.